Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. I got Latha Thomas here on the program. She is VP of Marketing and Communications with the Houston Museum of Natural Science. And I recently got to see Magna Carta. I had a blast and was just in awe of how, and while I was there, I went ahead and looked at the butterflies, which I thought was so cool. I took incredible numbers of pictures, of which I need to put on my Facebook page. It was an awesome experience. It was kind of a staycation, is that what they call that? With the last couple of days left before the summer, and I thought, you know what, my friends on the radio, they need to hear about how awesome the Houston Museum is, and I had to get you folks on. Welcome to the program. How are you today?
Good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. And it just is, it's really quite an extraordinary museum. And I don't think most Houstonians, and sometimes I wonder if even many, although that place was packed, it was crowded, really understand how awesome our museum district is. It's one of the finest in the country. And it's really a destination location for those who are interested in art and culture. Houston has become that, and one of the reasons why is because of the Museum of Natural Science.
Oh, thank you very much. But yes, it is very true. I don't think a lot of people know that there are like 17 museums plus the zoo all within like walking distance of each other in the district. So people should really come and take advantage of that.
No question about it. So tell us about the museum itself. What all does it cover?
Well, Science Museum, so we have something no matter what your age is, from like 2 years old to 99 years old. We definitely have you covered. So, of course, being a science museum, dinosaurs and mummies. Everybody loves the dinosaurs and mummies. And so our paleo hall is the size of a football field, and it is brand new. It opened just 2 years ago. We went through an extensive renovation, so we really hope that if there's one thing people haven't seen yet, they come down and see our new paleontology hall. But we have everything from mummies to butterflies to all the giant screen films. I mean, everything, the planetarium. So there's something definitely for everyone.
It seems like, that you've had continually added more movies over the last several years. I was shocked the sheer number of movies you had there when I was there.
Yes, we do. And we show films both in the planetarium and the giant screen theater. So there is a lot. And our theater is a 3D theater. So there is a huge variety of films. And I don't think most people realize that also our films change quite frequently. So, you come here maybe, even if you come here once every 6 months, the films are going to be different.
Yeah, that's interesting. So how old is the big screen theater, by the way?
Well, we will be celebrating our 20th anniversary this September, so next month in a few days.
Wow. I know when I first got to Houston, it wasn't here yet, and I knew that it was a big deal a couple of years after we arrived. And so I had a feeling it was about 2 decades old. That's amazing. Yes.
And we are one of only a few museums in the world that have also produced our own films and distributed them, so that's also pretty cool.
That is cool. How old is the planetarium itself?
The planetarium is 50 years old.
Yeah. I had a feeling it's been around a little longer than the big screen.
The planetarium is like a staple of many science museums.
Absolutely. And I guess one of the things that's most unique, as particularly as a ongoing, exhibit, is the butterflies.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that.
I know. We have, over 400 species of butterflies. We also have the entomology hall that goes along with it, so you can see all about the creepy crawly bugs. And as all our entomologists say, bugs are our friends. So there's lots to learn there. But the Butterfly Center is really, really neat. We have a lot of brides, actually, who also rent the center to have their weddings here. And, of course, 3 years ago, who could forget Corpse Flower Lois? So she was the big star at the museum for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do you got coming up next? You've got the huge Magna Carta that just sadly left, a fantastic exhibit. Wow, it was amazing, to be perfectly honest. What do you have next?
Well, this Friday, we are opening up an exhibition called Shark. And the cool thing about this exhibition is that there is a touch tank, and you will be able to actually touch and pet 3 types of different sharks. Not a great white, but different kinds of sharks. So that is like our huge exhibition that's opening on Friday. So we really are, for the holiday weekend, we want everyone to come down and actually get to pet a shark and learn all about the conservation, because a lot of sharks are endangered. So we want to highlight all the conservation efforts and stuff behind it.
Oh, that'll be awesome. And
I know.
That starts when?
It opens this Friday.
This Friday, just
the
right
29th.
around the corner. How long will it be here?
It will be here actually through March, so it's here for a little bit of time. So if you can't make it this weekend, you still have some time. But it'll be really, really cool.
Do you try to maintain, I guess you'd call those moving or rotating, changing exhibits? Do you try to maintain several of those a year?
Yes, we actually have a lot of rotating exhibitions. So, like you mentioned, Magna Carta just left, but we still have Nature Unleashed and Bulgari, which are two special exhibitions. And then, we're opening Shark, and then this fall we will be opening up an exhibition on Samurai. So we are constantly rotating the exhibitions, which is why people love to keep coming back to the museum, because there's always something new that's going on, something that you haven't seen. So yes, we have about 4 to 6, maybe even sometimes more special exhibitions a year.
I think it's fantastic, and I appreciate you taking the time to tell us about it. I'm going to probably get you on. I'm going to start going to these events more often and do things more often with you all to celebrate how great that museum is.
Oh, thank you. We would love to have you, and we'd love to show you around and have you down here for maybe some behind-the-scenes stuff, too. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Kevin Price gets eaten by a shark. More news at 11. I love it. All right. Latha, I really appreciate your time.
Oh, thank you so much for having me on.
Latha Thomas, she is VP of Marketing and Communications. You can tell why. She knows so much and is so articulate, telling us about the Houston Museum of Natural Science, HMNS.org. Make sure you check it out. Learn more about buying it. I love that campaign. I think it's very clever. You ought to buy the museum while you're checking it out. What an incredible value. And thanks for being with us again.
Thank you so much.
When we come back, much more for you. I do want to remind you the best content here can be found over there at usdailyreview.com. You're listening to The Price of Business.